Joe, obviously, Al, pretty massive night, taking advantage of a lot of the shots that they gave him. You welcome that. You really like to see defenses do that to you guys. Is that just something where you just have to keep kind of hitting them over and over again? When a defense is going to give them those looks.
No, I mean it's just a matter of taking what the defense gives you, and I thought he was great tonight. Really defensively too on Jaren Jackson, but just taking what the defense gives you, regardless of what that is. And they test you. They're really physical. They're handsy. They forced us into some live ball turnovers in the beginning of the game, and I thought once we kind of settled in, we were able to make the reads that we needed to make. But regardless of what Al's doing, he's important for us when he's on the floor, and I thought he took it to another level tonight.
They're fifth in Memphis, fifth in pace this month. You guys are 30th. Is that something intentional you're looking at to try to slow down some of these games against teams that are trying to pick up the pace a little bit?
I mean, there's so many different definitions of what pace is. At the end of the day, we're just trying to do what gives us the best chance to win. I mean, I think 67% of our possessions started at 18 on the clock, but that might not be what the definition of pace is. But at the end of the day, the goal is to keep them out of transition. I don't know what the exact numbers are, but it felt like we did a decent job of that. But I just like the way we kind of managed the margins of the game. 12 offensive rebounds to their 5, and thought we did a great job rebounding.
Joe, why are you guys so good on the road?
I would venture to say that our guys are good everywhere.
But just a better road. 32-7. I mean, that's best in the league. I mean, it's just you guys 6-0.
Yeah.
A team that's desperate for a win. You beat them pretty handily in late going.
I don't know. I think every year just takes on a different identity and different challenges, and I think this year that just kind of became, we never talk about it, just kind of became what it is. I think we try to play consistent basketball. So that means we're something in 12 at home. So it's really just 4 or 5 games, you know what I mean? And so it's not that big of a difference. So it's more about just playing consistent basketball. But I think each year you develop different kind of strengths, especially with the same team. And this year it just happened to be just kind of our road mentality.
When you struggled a month or so ago, you said, cherish the journey. You were happy. Is this kind of the result of that, just this journey where you see Al making a resurgence, Drew, guys, it's been trending up for a while. Is this kind of the rewards for just kind of enjoying maybe the previous journey that you knew was going to come to this?
I have faith that the guys are always going to, give it the best and put us in position to win every night. I think it's just keeping perspective. I think you have to be able to handle both success and failure, and you'll be judged by that regardless. And it's a never-ending one. I know there's a timeline as far as a season, and so each team is on a journey season-wise, and then, the organization's on a journey. And at the end of the day, you just gotta have perspective, and you trust the character of the guys. As long as we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, doing what it takes to win every night, you handle those ebbs and flows. And even when, we weren't playing well, I still liked the intentions of what we were doing. I liked the preparation, our mindset. It's just different seasons take on different challenges,
Joe, what went into getting Xavier Tillman in the starting lineup today? Is part of it him being back in Memphis here? Was that part of the thinking?
Absolutely. I think when you have moments when you're able to validate your entire roster, and I just appreciate X, and the entire roster is important for a season. X can still impact winning. He was 0 for 5, but he got 2 big rebounds. He got 82 fouls to start the game, which affected their rim protection. He got a deflection steal in the third quarter on a live ball turnover. He can still impact winning, and I just appreciate who he is as a person, and I think you got to validate the roster at times, and I know that he can still help us, and there may be an opportunity where he does. So I was grateful that we were able to give him that opportunity to be able to do that. Whatever gives us the best chance to win every night.
Does that kind of bring the best out of him
sometimes? I like that. I like that he does it from time to time because it shows the fire that he has. And so I think he does a good job of picking and choosing his spots. He's smart about that stuff. And, I don't mind that from time to time.
All right. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks.